Welcome, everyone. The ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this. The battle for the national championship and college football immortality. A moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
First down here for this offense. A pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Hits into space at the 50. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
The sure hands. It's Hale. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, So this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Pulls it in. It's Williams.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. To throw, it's Simpson. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He's got his man wide open. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. It was a foot race and he won it.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball, that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner an opportunity to bring this back. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lane.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd and short. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's running out of time here. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. As a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Simpson. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the defense joins the party with a score. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's picked off. What a play.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
second down after that run on the previous play. Caught in the backfield. It's White. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target you can trust is going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Bringing it out. It's Adams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Escapes the pocket. In the clear at the 25. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Looking to throw it on first down. The sure hands. It's Brown. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. To the air. It's Simpson. Quick throw testing the middle. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just ran away from the defense.
And his running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Fires it on the move. It's caught downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Rebels will kick this away to get the second half going. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and they're placed after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Touchdown, Alabama. This game is far from over.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PHC is good as still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Rebels offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense operating from the pistol. Back in motion now. The big fullback's got it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The linebacker shifting around now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? The pocket breaking down. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Oh, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about it, over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's looking deep here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Important second down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. He'll hand it off. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
To the air, it's Simpson. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Brown.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Of the RPO, caught to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Touchdown, Bama. They jump in front here in the 4th. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Yeah, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That's a bullet over the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And they heave it deep downfield. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. Does a good job of being physical and making that play.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Missed his receiver, it's incomplete. Good position, but now it's 3rd and long. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Launches downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in?
Well, you go through the grind that this team has gone through, you learn to realize that your quarterback's going to be able to deliver on critical down and distances. There you go. 3rd down. Big-time opportunity to put this game away. They convert, and I think that may do it.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game.